So let's talk about the deck build. We've got Agent Coulson, which is Black Widow's best friend. Whenever he enters play, we can search our deck and discard pile for a preparation card and add it to our hand. Black Widow likes preparation cards. She gets to draw cards whenever she plays one, and then on her hero side, whenever she uses a preparation card, she gets to deal 1 damage to an enemy. So getting those preparation cards out is very, very important. Got Professor X because, yep, got Nick Fury. Haven't been able to play with him for about a week, and so I figured I'd throw him back in the deck. And we just got a ton of preparation cards. Now we have 3 copies of Espionage. This is, you can only play it if you control a spy character. And then whenever a surge keyword would be revealed, you can proc it to draw 2 cards. So you're not necessarily getting any additional cards. This is an effective cost of 2, and you're drawing 2. So you're banking those cards, but that 6th and 7th card is going to be more valuable than the 4th and 5th card because it gives you added flexibility in what you can do with your hand. Also, if you have all 3 of these out, that's real fun. The Shibi, love seeing Black Widow getting some new life. Heck yeah. Music, good morning. How you doing? Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Also, I fixed the chat because apparently I have to update the chat every single stream now. But now that we've solved the problem, we've solved the problem. We've got 2 copies of Counterintelligence. When any amount of threat would be placed on the main scheme, we can instead we can prevent 3 of that threat. Got 2 copies of Target Acquired, canceling out some boost effects. 2 copies of Intelligence. 2 copies of Prism Dust. 2 copies of Informant. 3 copies of Practice Plan. Now, a lot of these are max 1 per player, which is why we are running only 1 copy of them. And then if we draw another one, then we'll probably use it as a resource, or we'll try and proc them pretty quickly so that we can refill them based on where the other copy is. Practice Plan is after you discard a preparation card, we can discard this to return that card to our hand. We're running 3 of these because Black Widow's deck is like all preparation cards. So I plan on playing and proccing this pretty much every single time I use a preparation card because then I'm actually getting 2 damage out of that Widowmaker ability. And that seems pretty good. Also, this cycles itself, and if we play it in Alter Ego, a practice plan, you play, you draw a card, so it's actually like net even on card advantage. Champion, good morning. How's it going? Welcome. Happy Thursday. We've got Gemma Simmons. We can exhaust Gemma to generate a mental resource for a tech card. We got Prism Dust as tech cards, but also a lot of Black Widow's preparation cards are techs. Some of them are skills, but a lot of them are techs. And so that's just going to be a nice little resource generator. Plus, if we play her while we are in Alter Ego, it actually only costs us 1 printed cost. Leo tutors our tech cards, aka our preparation cards. Got a Quinn Carrier, a build support. Got Face the Past. Face the Past is just such a great card. We go grab our Nemesis minion. We get to ready ourselves, draw 3 cards, and we cannot attack the villain. But guess what? Widow doesn't attack the villain that much. So a lot of her damage comes from either villain phase reactive type situations or Widowmaker. Then we got our doubles, and we're using the shield doubles because it makes sense. I'm excited to try out a deck like this. Widow got a nice buff with this box. Oh yeah, she did. I'm pretty excited. I really like Black Widow. She's one of those heroes that absolutely grew on me after playing her for a while because she plays the game differently than a lot of heroes. She feels like a protection hero that doesn't need to be playing protection. She's very reactive to the game state. Good morning, Nelson. Can't wait to see some new tricks. Hey, Ryan, how's it going? Yeah, I Widow's really fun. I'm really excited to play Black Widow versus Black Widow and see like all of the attack acrobatics and like the mirroring there because we both have a dance of death and stuff like that. So nice. Cool. So Black Widow starts out with 16 health and I only get 9. I don't know how they train Natasha different than and does anyone know what the what this widow's name is, or is she just kind of an unnamed widow? Um, I don't know why she has 7 more hit points than me, but I feel like Natasha should have some more health compared to this. Search. Each player searches the encounter deck for a minion and puts it into play with them. Let's go ahead and just find a I always like grabbing the aim grunt. I'm not really attacking Widow, especially because oh, this is Yelena. Okay, okay, sweet. Thank you. Thank you. I just cool. Okay, so Yelena. Is that the same Yelena? Is that the same person from the Widow movie? That like the blonde widow from that movie? Is that the same person? She got the new super soldier serum? Oh, that makes a lot of sense. Yep. Okay, cool. Sweet. Okay. It's all coming together. Yeah, she's the MCU as the new Black Widow. Sick. Cool. Thank you all. So we got the aim grunt, who is a 115 with guard, but most of my damage bypasses guard regardless, and so this 1-1 is not going to be too bad. This starts out, this goes up by X, where X is Black Widow's stage number. If we complete this, we lose the game. And it starts with 2. It actually starts with 4 because Widow's ability says to place 2 threat per player on the main scheme. And then we have a forced interrupt. When a character you control attacks Black Widow, we have to remove 1 threat from the main scheme. If we do, discard the top card of the encounter deck and resolve each preparation ability on that card. So if the main scheme is blanked out, aka we have 0 threat on the main, this does not trigger. So we do want to make sure that the main scheme is at 0 before we start attacking Widow. In the comics, she is much more of an anti-hero, though. She makes sense as a villain. Cool. Okay. Nice. Nice. Alrighty. Widow gets 6 cards. We're looking mainly, I think, for those new shield supports, the Leo and Gemma. I think those would be really nice to have. Safe House 22 or 221. Nope, that's where Nick's hanging out. Safe House 29 is also pretty good. Intelligence, energy, build support, target acquired, and a Nick Fury. I like the hand. I really like getting Nick here. Being able to have Nick come in, draw some cards, create a block for Widow. I do think we want to flip up. We could play build support. We could throw down build support. Then when this gets a little scary. So I don't think we would play. I don't think we would flip. I'm sorry. I don't think that we would be able to thwart down build support this round because I think I want to take care of this. But that being said, I think a Nick play to draw 3 cards, using one of those cards to play Safe House 29 to pull back a card to play build support, and that just kind of gives us a little bit of flexibility. We actually may play one of the maybe intelligence. Yeah, I think we're just not going to mulligan here. I think I like what we have, and I don't want to draw into something that I don't like, or that I like even more. And that gets issue. Okay, so we got an energy, intelligence, and a target acquired to play Nick Fury. When Nick enters play, we're going to draw 3 cards. We got Prism Dust, Practice Plan, nice, and a target acquired. We'll go ahead and play Practice Plan, which will draw us a card using... Oh, and there's a Black Widow's Gauntlet. Nice. We're going to use a Prism Dust to play Safe House 29. We will exhaust Safe House 29 to choose a prep card, which is going to be Prism Dust. We will use Target Acquired to play Black Widow's Gauntlet. I'm trying to figure out if I want to use Black Widow's Gauntlet to play Prism Dust or to play build support onto the table. I think I can hang on to build support. Let's just go ahead and use Black Widow's Gauntlet to play Prism Dust. We'll hold on to build support, but let's flip up and let's use Nick and Widow to take the main down to 0. Giant Lasagna! Where are the other 28 safe houses? Nick's in 221, so there's like 200 safe houses out there. At what point do you have so many safe houses that they are no longer safe? Is my big question. I'm excited to add Practice Plan to. Yeah, Trap It. Your Black Widow protection, the perfect defense with the suit. I think I played that. It was a lot of fun. Yeah. Practice Plan. Yeah, Practice Plan just seems awesome. We got another Practice Plan, so let's see if we can use one of these prep cards. Agent Coulson. Face the Past. Don't tempt me with a good time. And a Covert Ops. Covert Ops is great here because that allows us to flip back down to Alter Ego. We're going to go ahead. If you knew where they were, Shield would have to... That's true. Nick will block Widow's attack 2+1, and then we will just take 1 damage from the grunt to my face. Our encounter card, Dance of Death. Trap It helped me with the wording on this card. You do have to deal 1 damage to a character you control, deal 2 damage to a second character you control, deal 3 damage to a third character you control. So you cannot add it to one character, but to a second character and to a. So can I only do 1 and then I just don't do the rest of the 5 damage? I think that is how this is read because I cannot. I did as much of the card as possible, but there is no second or third card that I can actually activate. So I believe because this says deal 1 damage to a character, 2 damage to a second, and 3 to a third, you only take 1. Are you technically allowed to play Black Widow versus Black Widow since they're both unique? Probably not. But if you don't tell anybody, I won't. No. Yeah, I don't think so technically, but maybe because they do have different alter ego names. I don't actually know the word on the actual ruling on that. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. It is our turn. Ooh. Okay. Let's use practice plan to play build support. It's gonna come in with 3. I think we're gonna skip out on Face the Past right now. We are gonna go ahead and thwart the main down to 0. We're gonna flip down to Alter Ego. We're gonna use Safe House 29 to pull out a target acquired. We'll use a Widow's Gauntlet to play target acquired, which will draw us into a practice plan. Then we're going to use these 3 to play Covert Ops to remove 4 threat from build support. That's going to clear build support, which is going to allow us to go find and confuse the villain. Don't forget that. Allows us to go find a support and add it to our hand. So there's a couple of options here. We could go with Leo, which was going to tutor cards when we're an alter ego. We could go with Quinn Carrier. It may just be Quinn Carrier. Quinn Carrier helps us put more cards on the table. So does Leo, though. This is yeah. I actually don't know. I think the right call is probably Quinn Carrier, but the fun call because of the new, it's definitely Quinn Carrier. These cost 1 for us to play. We'll grab Quinn Carrier. Quinn Carrier is on the table. I don't think it has been a big deal since Nebula versus Nebula. Yeah. If alter ego doesn't match, it's legal, but it is her alter ego actually printed. Helena's does not. Yes, because the unique rule doesn't check the villain against it. Oh, it doesn't. Okay. Robert, I didn't know that. Cool. That does make sense. I can see. Yeah. That makes sense. Alrighty. Stand up. Let's draw 6 cards. We've got. There's Gemma. Acrobatics. Widow's Bite. Espionage. Widow's Bite. And a Strength. Cool. I'm going to add 2 threat here. Black Widow is confused. And our aim grunt here is going to scheme for 1. Our encounter card is Black Widow's Gauntlet. She gains Retaliate 1. Then after a character you control attacks Black Widow, if no preparation ability was resolved, discard this card. She also comes with +1 attack. Alrighty. Let's have some fun. Widow's Gauntlet will play Widow's Bite, which will draw us into a informant. Quinn Carrier will play Gemma Simmons. We can exhaust Gemma Simmons to play a Widow's Bite. Safe House 29. We'll pull out a Intelligence. I'm a little concerned with damage. I don't actually have anything to prevent damage right now. Oh wait, I do have an Acrobatics in my hand. Just kidding. Alright. Let's go ahead and flip up to Widow. Let's go ahead and thwart 2 off of the main. Just maintain that a little bit. We've got Informant will play Acrobatics, and then Intelligence will play. Do we have another Intelligence in our discard pile? We do not. Intelligence will play Espionage, and we're gonna hang on to our Strength. I love that they are doing new art for yes, yes, 100%. I'm so happy with that. Themed doubles. I am all about that life. Just found a new use for Quinjet. Oh yeah. Yeah. I'm really excited about the Captain America deck that we're running, where it's organizational support of Venture Swarm. I think that'll be a lot of fun. We got a Grappling Hook, Strength, Grappling Hook, Black Widow's Gauntlet, and a Counterintelligence. I'm going to start out by placing 2 threat on the main. Widow is going to attack us for 3 plus a boost card. Good question. We're at 7, 3. It probably won't kill us. We'll take 3, 4. We'll go down to 3. We'll be fine. We'll take it to the face. 3. We will proc Acrobatics. When a boost card is turned face up, discard Acrobatics. Cancel the boost icons on that card. This is an attack, so I will take the Retaliate, which is a little annoying. And I can't actually do this because, oh shoot, because I have a guard. So actually, I'm just going to retcon a little bit. I'm going to defend because I did not think about that I cannot actually use Acrobatics because I have a guard. That's scary. Okay, so I took 6. I defended, so I will take a total of 6, 7, defend for 2, 5 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's not good. That's not good at all. Our encounter card is a stun net attached to your identity. The attached character cannot attack. And exhausted character you control to discard this card. Any player may trigger this ability. Okay. We are what you would call in trouble. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We have to go down to Alter Ego. Is there anything we want to do? Nope. So let's flip down to Alter Ego. Widow's Gauntlet. Actually, let's go Quinn Carrier. Nope, just kidding. Gemma will play a Widow's Gauntlet. Second tech card. Do we count as player? I'll exhaust. I am exhaust. We'll use 2 Black Widow's Gauntlets to play Counterintelligence, which will draw us into a Winter Soldier. Winter Soldier we will play for free because we control more than 4 prep cards. Safe House 229 will pull an an Informant. And then we got Quinn Carrier to play Informant. We've got a Strength to play Grappling Hook. And Winter Soldier will thwart 2 here. Take this down to 1. I'm very happy with how quickly we've been able to build out. That's been fun. Let's stand up. I think I need help. I need to recover. I was not. Yeah. We got Grappling Hook in our hand. We'll hang on to it. We got Leo, beautiful. Prism Dust. We already have one of those. Intelligence, Informant, and an Espionage. We'll go up to 3. Widow's going to scheme for 2 plus a boost card. It'll be 2 plus 2 is 4. We'll use Counterintelligence to only add 1. And then when aim grunt schemes, we'll use informant to remove threat instead of adding it. Okay. That's a lot of prep. Yeah, right? Our encounter card is a Evil Alliance. We'll place 3 counters on Pursued by the Past. Okay. It is now our turn. Let's use Quinn Carrier to play Leo. Let's go ahead and exhaust Leo to see if there's any tech cards in here. Nope, we got we do have the synth suit. That could help. Synth suit can help. I need another covert ops is what I need, which I guess I could draw into once I go Widow's Gauntlet for an espionage. Draw into a Dance of Death. That also works. This is not an attack. So I can throw 1 damage and take out the grunt, which would be nice because then I can proc attack acrobatics. Gemma. Alright, I guess before we do that, Safe House will pull us a counterintelligence. Black Widow's Gauntlet. Gemma Simmons. And a Prism Dust. Nope, that's not how that works. Can't use Widow's Gauntlet on that. So, Intelligence, Prism Dust, and Gemma will use a synth suit. That's going to give us +1 defense, as well as the ability to, after you trigger the ability of a preparation card, we can exhaust this to ready Black Widow. Let's go ahead and heal for 3. 1, 2, 3. Black Widow's Gauntlet will play an informant. And then Grappling Hook and Dance of Death will play counterintelligence. We're kind of at the same situation we were last time. And we know we won't advance out. So I think we will have Winter Soldier thwart this down to 1. And we will stand up. We got 6 cards. 2, 4, 6. We have 1 card left in our... Oh, that's actually perfect. Because if we can play a preparation card, which we can, we'll draw this. Then we can use Leo, or Leo to tutor a tech card from our discard pile. So it just like worked out really, really well. And we don't get the extra card this round. Covert Ops, Genius, Counterintelligence, Espionage, Attack Acrobatics, and a Professor X. I'm glad we have both Professor X and Covert Ops in the same hand. We'll go up to 3. Black Widow will scheme for 2 plus 2. We will use counterintelligence to only add 1 to that. And then the aim grunt will scheme. We will use informant to remove threat instead of adding it. Our encounter card is drawing near. Oh, well, there's the top card. Okay. Start of our turn, we'll discard this. Add a counter to Pursued by the Past, and then pull out our Nemesis. We've got Taskmaster. He's got +1 scheme, +1 attack for each upgrade you control. We have to get rid of that. And there's no real thing I can do right now. And we've got Killer for Hire. Plays 4 threat. You have the best informant the game has ever made. There we go, right there. We get an encounter card because we just decked out. Here we go. Okay. What I think we will need to do Yeah, I don't know if pulling that guard out was great. We do have a covert ops, but Taskmaster has to go. 1 damage to the villain for each boost icon discarded this way. Okay. Let's use Leo to go find a tech card. Go grappling hook. Jimma and Quinn Carrier will play grappling hook, which will draw us into a informant. Okay. Instead of the Quinn Carrier, I'm going to use the Gauntlet for that. Okay. How do we take out Taskmaster before he... I guess we could chump with Winter Soldier, but Taskmaster is hitting us for lethal. I cannot attack. I have a guard, so I can't attack Widow with attack acrobatics. So, but we do have Synth Suit. So we do have a +1 defense. So if we defend with Widow, there just has to be ways that we can trigger our prep card so we can Widowmaker things. I'm trying to figure out how we could do that. Let's use attack acrobatics to play espionage. Safe House will pull attack acrobatics back to our hand. We're at... I think we should be at 6 health, should we not? We were... No, we were at 2. We healed for 3. Okay, yeah. Let's discard attack acrobatics, get rid of drawing near. Yeah, this guard really messed up my... what I needed to do. We can confuse Widow. We can have Winter Soldier go here, and then Professor X can block here. That's what we're gonna do. Okay. Let's go ahead and flip up. We will exhaust a character we control to get rid of Stun Net. We will use a Genius and a Quinn Carrier to play Professor X. X will thwart the main down here. That's when we play X. We'll confuse Widow. Okay. Winter Soldier will throw 2 damage here. Widow's Gauntlet Informant will play a counterintelligence. We're going to hang on to covert ops. We still have the guard, so we can't attack acrobatics anything, but we just need to... we'll probably try and proc grappling hooks or something. It is time to drink, you're right. Got coffee today. Yeah, I like how this is getting set up. I think it was a blunder to take the guard because that really hinders what we can do with the attack acrobatics. But I think we're fine. I think we're fine. It will be nice to play Face the Past now that we have Widow's Bite and Prism Dust out there. We can trigger either both of them, both Widow's Bites, to just straight take out Taskmaster. Unfortunately, those are hero responses, so since we pulled that in Alter Ego, we can't trigger it there, but that's kind of the normal way that I'm supposed to be dealing with Taskmaster, is not be an Alter Ego when we get him, but here we are. All right, let's add 3. Widow's going to attack. We'll block with X. It's going to be 3 for 5. And take out X. We've got Taskmaster attacking for a lot. We'll block with Winter Soldier. And then we've got AIM Grunt attacking us for 1. We will take 1 damage. We've got 2 cards. First one is a Mad Science. Each AIM minion gains 1 acceleration icon. This comes in with 4. And then we've got a Exhaustion Surge. When you reveal a treachery, discard grappling hook, cancel the effects of that treachery, and discard it. So we will discard this to cancel treachery. Widow's Maker will deal 1 damage to Taskmaster. Practice Plan will pull grappling hook back to our hand and deal another damage to Taskmaster, taking Taskmaster out. I never drew a hand. So strength, grappling hook, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we have grappling hook. Okay. Okay, that felt good. Now that Taskmaster is gone, I feel a little bit better. I still have a lot of stuff to take care of. What? We could have let that surge go through and then hit Espionage and gone 6 cards, but here we are. Okay, let's figure out how to... Let's go Quinn Carrier and a Strength. We'll play Agent Coulson. We get to find a preparation card and add it to our hand. Grab Acrobatics. ZZ Gaming just beat Expert Campaign blind with Maria and Nick. Nice. Best campaign they have made, hands down. It was awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, no, I love the campaign. I think the campaign is just absolutely phenomenal. Very, very, very happy with it. I'm glad. Yeah, that's awesome. Congrats on the win. Okay. I need a Dance of Death. I feel like that's where I need to be living my life. I think we will be flipping down this round. I think I could use a Avengers Mansion or something in here, just a little bit of card acceleration. We do have a Nick Fury coming, which will help us. So I think if we flip down, we can hang on to Covert Ops. I think we need to use Covert Ops. We have so many acceleration icons. So let's use, yeah, let's just do that. While we're up here, let's go ahead and thwart down the main to 1 with Black Widow. Actually, we're going to do that with Coulson. I'm going to flip down. We're going to heal for 3. 1, 2, 3. We're going to use... We're going to play Practice Plan to draw a card. Target acquired. We already have a target acquired. So we'll use Energy and Target acquired to play Covert Ops to clear 4th red here. Got Leo, which allows us to go get a tech card, which will be Prism Dust. Actually, I don't need this, do I? No, we're not going to grab that this round. Yeah, we are. Yeah, we are. Got Prism Dust. Just wanted to pop in and say, hey, good to see you enjoying the game. Mostly trying to play the campaign blind. Oh, nice. Nice. Yeah, I think that's the best way to do it. We got Gemma. And a Widow's Gauntlet to play a grappling hook. We've got a Safe House to go grab a Informant. Got a Widow's Gauntlet to play an Informant. And then we've got a Prism Dust to play an Acrobatics. Okay. Stand up. Get this guard out of here at some point. Jeez. Don't take a guard. It's bad. Dance of Death. There we go. Practice Plan. Face the Past. Now we are talking. This is going to be let's get Nick. Covert Ops also works. Alrighty. We're going to add 3 threats here. So that's going to go up to 4. We're confused. We've got the Aim Grunt. We'll have the Informant. We'll proc that to have it remove threat instead of placing it. Then our encounter card is Nabbed. If Adept Superhumans is not in play, find it and put it into play. Okay. When an ally leaves play, tuck it under here and place threat equal to that ally's cost. Then place 1 acceleration token. When defeated, put each ally tucked here under play under its owner's control. Thanks. I mainly played campaign. I was pretty disappointed by AOA's campaign, so I'm super pumped to get it. Yeah, nice. Pets on the Rocks. Welcome. Hey everyone, finally managed to catch a live stream with my favorite game of all time. Welcome. Happy you're here. Put it in play. Discard cards from the top of your deck until an ally is discarded. That's gonna be Nicholas Fury, isn't it? There it is. Place threat equal to that ally's cost and 1 acceleration token. So this is gonna come in with 4 more threats and an acceleration token. Brutal. I wanted Nick. If we were in hero form, that would never have happened. Okay. Sweet. Safe House 29 will grab an Nope, we'll grab an informant. Widow's Gauntlet will play an informant. I guess Leo, before we do that, we don't have a tech. I was just checking. So Widow's Gauntlet will play an informant. Draw a Dance of Death. Gotta love these kind of board states. Yeah. We're having a good time, is what we are having. Cool. And we're about to have a pretty crazy turn, I think. So let's go ahead and flip up to Black Widow. Let's go ahead and thwart this down to 5. Trying to figure out if there's a way that I can proc both Sensuit and Face the Past for a ready. I don't think there is, unfortunately. That's fine. Cool. Let's go ahead and play Face the Past. So searching in counter deck, discard pile, and set aside area for your Nemesis minion and reveal it. There we go. Ready your hero and draw 3 cards. You cannot attack the villain this phase. We got a counter intelligence. This gets removed from the game. We decked out, so we get a card. 2 more cards. Intelligence and a Prism Dust. We will go ahead and use a Widow's Bite to deal 2 damage to Taskmaster. Widowmaker will deal a damage to the Aim Grunt. We'll use Practice Plan to pull the Widow's Bite back to our hand. Widowmaker will deal a damage to the Aim Grunt. Then we'll trigger Prism Dust to do the last 2 damage to Taskmaster, taking it out. Widowmaker will deal 1 damage to the Aim Grunt. Not trying to spoil it for people who haven't seen the ending of the campaign, but what do you think as far as future releases? I can't wait. Yeah. I don't know when our Shadow of the Cast episode is coming out, but Villain Theory and I did record an episode of Shadow of the Cast with Caleb. And so we kind of talked, not necessarily about the next campaign, but we talked about the fact that it's not F4, and the wording in that article was just like super unintentional, which is hilarious to me. I love Black Widow, one of my favorite heroes in the game. Hope she's not too powerful, but she's very satisfying to play. Yeah. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and play a practice plan. Let's go ahead and do a Widow's Gauntlet for a Widow's Bite. Coulson will thwart 2 here. Take this down to 3. We will go Quinn Carrier, Counterintelligence, Intelligence to play Covert Ops to remove 3 threat from here. Take this down. This goes away. This goes away. Nick comes into play under my control. And we confuse the villain. Now that Nick is here, we will go ahead and thwart 2 off of the main. No, yeah, we'll do that. 2 off the main. Take that down to 1. I think we're Dance of Deathing here. I think that just makes the most sense. Let's use Dance of Death. Which one of these do I want? Prism Dust. And we have an Informant. So Informant will play Dance of Death. Deal 1 damage to Widow, 2 damage to the Aim Grunt, which will take it out. And then 3 damage to Widow. 1, 2, 3. It is not an attack, so we don't trigger any of that. Any of the nastiness there. Okay. Since Covert Ops so easily clears Killer for hire, let's thwart down the main with Widow. We have an Intelligence. We're going to hang on to that. We're going to stand up. We've got a target acquired. Covert Ops. Beautiful. Genius. And a Energy. Got 3 threat here. Widow's going to attack. We'll block with Nick. It's going to be enough to take Nick out. We got 2 cards. First one is Under Fire. Surge, reveal the top card of the encounter deck. Let's Grappling Hook that. So we're going to cancel the effects of that card. Discard it. Widow's Maker will hit Black Widow for 1. Practice Plan will proc. Pull Grappling Hook back to our hand. Widowmaker will hit for 1 more. Next card is a Aim Commando with Quick Strike. I think the Quick Strike goes off. We'll take 1, 2. Oh, 1, 2. And let's go ahead and Widow's Bite. Yeah, Widow's Bite. Deal 2 damage. Widowmaker will take it out. Dance of Death is actually not an attack. I don't think, right? Yeah. Oh, it says make the following 3 attacks in order. Okay, we'll just give 1, 2, 3, 4. But it's not attack. It's not an attack. I don't know. Was that errata? That feels like something that would have been errata, where they would have put attack on it. But I'm always looking for like hero interrupt attack. That's what I'm looking at. Whereas Dance of Death says make the 3 following attacks in order. So my guess is that it would be errata. But we'll just give Widow the health back. It's an easy way to fix it. I see you play standard 3, and I like it for solo play, but I find for multiplayer it's a little bit more difficult because the counters don't build up as quick. When it finally triggers, the encounter deck are... Oh, yeah. It is 3 separate attacks. Okay, so they did errata it. Sweet. Okay. Easy peasy. Let's go ahead and have Widow thwart here for 2. Nah, actually, let's just have Coulson thwart there for 2. We'll keep Widow standing up. Anything we want to do in hero form? Nah. Okay, we'll flip down. We will heal for 1, 2, 3. Widow's Gauntlet. And Gemma will play Grappling Hook. Actually, Leo will search our deck. I don't think we have any techs in there. Nope, we don't. I don't remember if it's errated officially, but I know they've said it's 3 attacks. Okay, cool. Which, unfortunate, is extra bad for Retaliate. I only got hit back 1. Or, yeah, if you hit someone with Retaliate. She'll draw us a card into Professor X. Should probably just hang on to X. Safe House 29. We'll go ahead and pull a Prism Dust back to our hand. Widow's Gauntlet will play Prism Dust. Energy and a Quinn Carrier will play Covert Ops to clear here. Target acquired will play Intelligence. And we'll stand up. Now we have to get rid of that. It's definitely 3 attacks. Cool. Good to know. Be nice if they printed an errata pack. There's Winter Soldier. There's Professor X. Practice Plan. Strength. Encounter card. A 2, 4, 5. This is gone. And a Dance of Death. We'll add 2 to take us up to 3. Widow is going to scheme, but she is confused. Then we've got Destroy Evidence. Each other encounter card gains insight 1. That comes in with 4. Then we've got Dance of Death. Deal 1 damage to a character you control. And then we don't have any other characters. Okay. Gemma will search for a tech card. Which is a Widow's Bite. We will use a Practice Plan to play Widow's Bite, which will draw us into a Agent Coulson. Safe House will pull back the Practice Plan. Let's go ahead and flip up to Black Widow. Let's play Practice Plan. Let's play Winter Soldier. Quinn Carrier and a Strength. We'll play Professor X to confuse here. Widow and Soldier will take out Destroy Evidence. Professor X will thwart the main down to 3, or down to 0. After a character you control attacks Black Widow, if no prep card was resolved, discard this card. I kind of like don't want to. I don't want to attack Dance of Death because I take 3 damage back, which is brutal. But I guess it is what it is. Actually, let's just do this. No, I need to capitalize on my Dance of Deaths. Let's go Genius and Dance of Death to play Agent Coulson. We'll go find a preparation card. We're down to the max 1 per players. We'll just grab Practice Plan. Coulson will attack Widow. He'll take 2 back. And we'll discard this. Okay. Stand up. We got Practice Plan. We're going to toss that. We've got Covert Ops, Dance of Death, nice. Energy, Practice Plan, and a target acquired. We're going to go ahead and add 2 thread here. Widow is going to attack. We'll block with X. It's going to be 2, 3. There goes X. Then our encounter card is a Aim Abductor. Tuck the ally you control with the most remaining hit points under Abduct Superhumans. Otherwise, place 2 threat on Abduct Superhumans. If it's not in play, find it and put it into play. Oh wait, what? I thought I had a Practice Plan on the table. Oh, I do. Abduct Superhuman comes in. comes in with 2 threat. We will trigger a Widow's Bite to deal 2 damage here. Deal 1 damage to Widow. We'll use Practice Plan to pull Widow's Bite back to our hand. Deal 1 damage to Widow. We have a Prism Dust in our hand. We don't, but we do have one coming up. We'll go ahead and use a Prism Dust to do the last 2 damage to Aim Abductor and 1 damage to Widow. Cool. It's our turn. Widow's Gauntlet will put the Widow's Bite back onto the table. Practice Plan goes out. Target acquired energy will play a Dance of Death. We'll deal 6 damage to Widow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Widow will go ahead and thwart here on Abduct Superhumans. Winter Soldier will go ahead and punch Widow for 2. And then Coulson will go ahead and thwart the main down to 0. I think we stay in hero form. I think we can start defending. We have Attack Acrobatics, we have Synth Suit, so I feel pretty safe about that. So let's just go ahead and stand up. We've got a Covert Ops, Informant, Counterintelligence, Intelligence, and a Prism Dust. We will add 2. We're going to proc Counterintelligence to prevent the threat being placed and deal 1 damage to Black Widow. Widow is going to attack us. We will defend for 3. It's going to be 2. After this activation ends, put a Pursuit counter on Pursuit by the Past. We'll trigger Target Acquired to prevent that from happening. 1 damage goes to Black Widow because of Target Acquired. We get to trigger Synth Suit to stand up. And then we will trigger Practice Plan to pull Target Acquired back to our hand, which will deal 1 damage to Widow, which will push Widow. When revealed, we're going to place 3 threat on the main. Yep. And then she comes in with 20. Oh my gosh, cheap viewers. Sick. Nice. Encounter card, the Aim Soldier. We will go ahead and trigger both of these Widow's Bites to take it out. Deal 2 damage to Black Widow. 1, 2. Nice. Widow's at 7. Let's go 2, 4 damage to Black Widow. That takes her down to 14. Let's flip down the Alter Ego. Let's use Safe House 29 to pull a Widow's Bite back to our hand. Let's use Black Widow's Gauntlet to play Widow's Bite, which will draw us into Nick Fury. Ooh, that's exciting. That gets us an encounter card. Also, we're getting really close to if there is an announcement. That'd be kind of cool. Okay. We may hang on to Nick one more round. Let's use Gemma to go find our other Widow's Bite. More preparation cards for Black Widow. Yeah. Leo will play Widow's Bite. Widow's Gauntlet will play Target Acquired. We've got a Covert Ops and a Intelligence. Nope. Yeah. To play Counterintelligence. We've got a Informant to play Prism Dust. And we will stand up. We've got Nick in our hand, ready to go for next round. That's at 0, or that's at 3. Did I care if that was at 3? I don't think I care if that's at 3. Okay. We got Energy, Prism Dust, Practice Plan, Professor X, and a Practice Plan. We're going to use Counterintelligence to prevent the 3 threat from going on there. She's confused. First encounter card is Nowhere is Safe. Place 1 Pursuit counter. Then we'll discard a Widow's Bite. Second card is a Attack Acrobatics. If you're in alter ego form, change to hero form. Black Widow attacks us. Alrighty. So she's going to attack us for 2 plus a boost card. We're going to block with Winter Soldier. Plus 0. Takes out Soldier. Okay. Let's go Energy and a Quinn Carrier. And a Practice Plan to play Nick Fury. We'll draw Practice Plan, Counterintelligence, and a Dance of Death. Go Practice Plan. No, we want that. Practice Plan. Dance of Death. Prism Dust to play Professor X. X will thwart 3 here. Because if that's blanked, we're good here. I discarded the Widow's Bite because I could pull it back with Safe House, but I don't think we're actually going to do that. Let's play Practice Plan. Widow's Gauntlet. We'll play Counterintelligence. We will attack for 4 on Widow. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's stand up. We got a Genius, Covert Ops, Agent Coulson, Target Acquired, and a Strength 2, 4, 5. We're going to add 3. We're going to use Counterintelligence to prevent the 3 and deal 1 damage to Widow via Widowmaker. Black Widow is going to attack. We will block with X. It's going to be 2, 3. That knocks out Professor X. Then our encounter card is Sinister Strike. We will go ahead and Grappling Hook to cancel the effects of that. Widow's Maker will deal a damage. Practice Plan will pull Grappling Hook back to our hand. Widow's Maker will do 1 more damage. Okay. She's down to 7. Nick goes away to do Gandalf things. Widow's Gauntlet will play Grappling Hook. Target Acquired and Strength will play Coulson. Coulson will allow us to go grab a Widow's Bite. Quinn Carrier will play the Widow's Bite. We've got 3 damage with Coulson and Black Widow. And Black Widow, 1, 2, 3. And we'll toss Covert Ops. We'll hang on to Genius. We'll stand up. We got Dance of Death. That's lethal if we can survive it. Yeah, I think looking back at it, I probably should have used the Practice Plan to pull back Counterintelligence, mainly because I would like to use the Attack Acrobatics, but after we've added Threat to the main scheme, if we use Attack Acrobatics on Widow's attack, then we have to discard and deal with preparation cards, which may not be... That actually is probably fine. That's actually probably fine. I think we'll be okay with that. So I think we will probably defend. Because if Attack Acrobatics is a 3... Yeah. So we got Dance of Death, Target Acquired, Winter Soldier, and a Nick Fury. We'll go ahead and add 3. Widow is going to attack. We will defend with Widow for 3. She's attacking for 2. We've got 2. We're going to trigger Attack Acrobatics, which the Forced Interrupt will have us remove a threat from here, discard the top card of the deck. There is no preparation ability on that, so we will not resolve it. We cancel the effects, or we cancel the boost icons, deal damage equal to 1, or deal 1 damage for each boost icon, 1, 2. Black Widow's Widowmaker will deal a 3rd damage. Synth Suit will then ready us. Okay. Encounter card number 1 is a Hydra Mercenary. We will Widow's Bite the Hydra Mercenary, and then we will Widowmaker for the last damage to take out Black Widow. That felt like super in control the entire time. Like, built out so fast. I think the one thing that we probably could find a spot to add to this would be more damage. That could be a Float Like a Butterfly. I feel like we were able to confuse and keep the villain confused for a while. So Dance of Death then does 9 damage rather than 6. That could be a way to do it. I also think I was spending more time in Alter Ego than I needed to be spending. But I think the only alteration I would make would be a float because of all the confuse, and potentially a turn the tide. No, I don't know. I may take out like 1 intelligence and 1 informant, and then see if I can find damage. Waylay is a good card. Oh yeah, Waylay is good. I think there's some options for what we could do with for damage. So I think I think that's what I would do. Let's see if we can any new article. It's a Drowned City is available. Okay, so no new hero this week. So that means we get to play more Marvel Champions. Next up, we're going to be playing Captain America. So we got a Captain America deck. I'm thinking that we are going to go against MODOK. I have not played MODOK standalone yet, and so I feel like that is kind of where I want to go. Yeah, cool. Yeah, that Widow is just fun. Widow is just a good time. And so I'm really happy that we got to play this. This was fun. A lot of stuff. These two help. These two actually were not as big of an impact as I thought they would be. It was still nice to just have the resources. Cool. Alrighty, I'm gonna go to Be Right Back, clean up a little bit. When we come back, we're gonna have a Captain America Old Hero New Trick up against MODOK. So don't go anywhere, because